Do you struggle with snacking? It can be hard to avoid eating mindlessly, and once you start, it can be hard to stop. I'm going to give you 10 practical and useful tips to help you stop snacking. For more Healthy Girl lifestyle tips, be sure to like and subscribe below. Becoming more intentional about eating isn't easy, and it takes a lot of practice. Here are 10 practical tips and tricks to help you stop snacking. And by that, I mean to stop eating between meals or to stop eating for any other reason than actually being genuinely hungry, like actually needing to eat. So, tip number 1, brush your teeth. It's such an odd little tip, but brushing your teeth signals to you that you're done with eating. And having a clean, minty, fresh mouth can help you stop putting food into your mouth. So whenever you find yourself mindlessly snacking or putting food in your mouth at home, struggling to stop eating while you're home, just march yourself right up to the bathroom and brush your teeth. Signal to your body that eating time is over. Number 2, put your workout clothes on or put on snug pants or something that's tight-fitting around your stomach. But somehow when we're in sweats or pajamas or just loose-fitting clothes, it's easier to continue to eat. But when you feel the tight waistband pressing in on you, it actually serves as a really physical reminder that you don't want to keep eating and that you don't want to actually keep putting food into your mouth and into your stomach. So for the time being, or during that time that you're struggling, ditch the loose and comfy pants and stick with a pair of cute, tight yoga pants instead. Tip number 3, drink water and lots of it. Maybe give some other sipping options a try as well. So particularly good and filling without any calories are sparkling water and green tea or coffee, maybe decaf coffee. You want to watch the caffeine so you don't get all jittery. And also watch the sweeteners, maybe just stevia. I'm also a particular fan of a little apple cider vinegar detox drink. So I simply mix maybe a couple tablespoons of apple cider vinegar into a really tall glass of ice water, and I sweeten it with a little stevia and maybe a little bit of lemon juice. Tip number 4, chew gum. So this is a really great way, especially when you're cooking or you're preparing food, you're around food, to prevent all those little nibbles. You keep your mouth busy and you keep your mouth occupied with sugar-free gum, and the snacking will definitely decrease, if not stop altogether. Tip number 5, get out of the kitchen or get away from the food. Physically leave, go to another room, take a walk. Find a way to distract yourself. Find an activity that will change your mindset or keep you occupied and away from the kitchen. So maybe that's reading or taking a bubble bath or taking some time to stretch or walk or play a game with your kids. Just do something outside of the kitchen that will occupy your mind and distract you in a positive way. Tip number 6. Stop buying all the stuff that you struggle to resist. Honestly, the foods that you're craving most likely aren't the ones that are going to be super nutritious anyhow, right? It's not usually the steamed broccoli in the fridge that we can't get our minds off of. It's like the ice cream or the chips or other super tasty things that we have around. So this might require a family decision and a call to action to store less of these things in the house. Tip number 7. If you can't get rid of it, at least pre-portion it and then put it away. So having things pre-portioned is a great tool for helping you just get one portion size at a time. So get out Ziploc bags or tiny little Tupperware and start setting things aside in their serving sizes ahead of time. Once you have one serving of it, brush your teeth and move on and go do a different activity. Tip number 8. Take notice. Are there certain activities that are prompting you to overeat? So for example, if family-style dinners lead you to constantly be putting more and more food onto your plate, then honestly stop doing family-style dinners. Prepare the food, and then before you even sit down to eat, put the leftovers away in a Tupperware, put them in the fridge. If you find yourself continuing to eat and nibble while you're clearing the dishes away or putting the leftovers away, ask a family member to help you do it. Have them take over that chore while you go do a different one. Or if you snack while you're cooking, then chew gum while you're cooking. Tip number 9, put down your fork until you're done chewing. This sounds simple, but it really slows down the eating process. So, literally, put your fork on the plate while you chew. Wait until you swallow, give yourself a moment, and then pick up your fork again for the next bite. So notice how often you keep your fork in your hand while you eat, and you already have the next bite of food on its way to your mouth before you even swallowed what you're eating. It'll help you become more mindful of your meal, and it'll help you savor every bite. And tip number 10, work on the underlying cause. It's very easy to find ourselves mindlessly snacking because of certain emotions or situations like boredom or loneliness or stress or anxiety. Like, have you ever found yourself at the end of a rough day or after dealing with a stressful situation immediately heading to the kitchen for a treat? So just start to notice when your emotions are causing you to eat and try to find a different outlet for those emotions. This is tough, especially if you've been an emotional eater your whole life. It really requires a lot of practice, and it requires a lot of self-awareness. But figuring out how to deal with emotions without food is huge when it comes to mindless snacking. So there they were, my top 10 favorite tips and tricks to help you stop snacking. If you have any other tips that I've missed, please comment below. I would love to see them and add them to my list. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe below for all my Healthy Girl Guide tips and tricks for living your best, most healthy life.